Did you hear about the man who was so quiet in his relationship that his wife thought he was a mime? Well, this isn't just a joke. It's a reality for many men in sexless relationships and marriages in Western society. Picture this: a mime trapped in an invisible box, struggling silently. Now replace that mime with a man in a relationship and the invisible box with the unspoken issues that confine him. It's a silent problem that's causing quite a ruckus. Many men find themselves in relationships where the spark has fizzled out and they're left miming their desires. It's a pantomime that's affecting not just their emotional well-being, but also the dynamics of their relationships. It's like being on a seesaw alone, teetering on the brink of frustration. But don't worry, we're not here to just mime the problems. So what can you do if you find yourself miming in your relationship? Stick around, we have some tips coming up. In the world of relationships, there's a new trend. More women are choosing to become entrepreneurs, well, not in the traditional sense. Now, let's take a detour into the fictional world. Meet Jane. Jane decided to start a business, but instead of selling products, she's selling her time and attention. You see, Jane realized she could get more out of her relationships by being a free agent rather than sticking to the old one customer at a time model. This shift in dynamics is causing quite a stir in the dating scene. Men are finding themselves in sexless relationships and marriages, while women like Jane are out there shaking things up. It's like a game of musical chairs where the music stopped and the men are left standing. But fear not, we have some strategies to help bring back the harmony. Imagine being stranded on a deserted island with no tools. That's how some men feel in their relationships. But don't worry, we're sending a rescue boat. Let's start with a real-life example. Picture John and Jane, a couple who found themselves stuck on that proverbial island. They felt their relationship was in a rut, particularly their sexual relationship. But they didn't just sit there, they took action. They started by opening up the conversation, discussing their needs, wants, and insecurities, breaking the silence that was causing a chasm between them. The key here is communication. It's about understanding each other's desires and respecting them. It's not a one-way street, but a two-way dialogue. And it's not just about the bedroom, it's about the whole relationship. John and Jane also made efforts to keep the spark alive. They planned date nights, surprised each other, and tried new things together. It's these shared experiences that can reignite that initial passion and keep the flame burning. Now, this is not just about John and Jane, it's about every couple out there. And it's not an overnight fix. It requires patience, understanding, and effort from both parties. It's about building a paradise together, not just surviving on the island. For those who want to dive deeper, there are some fantastic books out there. Mating in Captivity by Esther Perel explores how to maintain desire in long-term relationships. The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman helps to understand how your partner expresses love and how you can better communicate your needs to them. And finally, it's important to remember that seeking professional help is not a sign of failure. Therapists and counselors are there to guide you through this journey, to help you navigate the rough seas and find your paradise. Remember, it's not about surviving the relationship island, it's about building a paradise together. Now that we've navigated the tricky waters of relationships, it's time for you to dive in. Don't let your ship stay anchored in the harbor of dissatisfaction. Hoist up your sails, grab the helm, and chart your course towards a fulfilling relationship. The insights we've shared today aren't just theories, they are practical steps that can help breathe life back into your love life. However, just as every relationship is unique, so is every journey to fulfillment. We'd love to hear about your voyage. What worked for you? What challenges did you face? How did you overcome them? Your stories can serve as lighthouses, guiding others who might be navigating through the same stormy seas. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more relationship rescue tips. Remember, communication is key, not just in relationships, but here on our channel too.